like stable enough in your knee.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a question if your stirrups are too long anyway. But when you get to the top of the rise, it's just like getting to the top of the rise is happening a little too much with your lower leg involved. And you know, it's not.
Admittedly, you had me quite a bit shorter at the end of the clinic.
Yeah, I bet I did.
I did. You put me at 3 balls. I stayed at 1.
Yeah, so you put him back down too?
Yeah, I found myself, I've always had a problem of hunkering, and I found myself going there again.
Okay. I think last time you really needed a lot of leverage because he was strong and we had stop problems, didn't we?
Right.
You had what problems?
Stop.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, he doesn't look like he's in the same balance at all as last time, and he doesn't look like he would be surprised by a stop transition. But if your leg gets that straight when you stop, it just really worries me.
Okay.
That it's going to be a bracing feeling to him. I mean, I like his frame. I like the way he's trotting around. He needs to loosen up a little bit. You know, as he warms up, he'll get more and more, and his muscle quality will change and get better. But the obedience is there and balance is there. But if, you know, like when you stop and you stop right here in front of me, I could see how much your legs straighten when you stop.
We'll bargain.
Okay.
She's not buying into the whole thing, she'll bargain. I like that. Negotiator.
It's up to you, it's your money.
Easier since I was jumping.
Yeah, there you go.
At least she's honest about it. I like that.
Yeah. So it just means this time you shorten them 5 holes. She'll go down to 3 and be right.
She'll be where I want her.
Yeah. To appreciate the contrast.
But when you were here last time, I did have you adjust your upper body a bit, didn't I?
Yeah, I went, you wanted me in an anti-Kegel.
Oh yeah, you were short underneath, and you were kind of pinching up.
I was a little too back.
Yeah.
Deeper up and forward.
Yeah.
And the last show, I was like, uh-oh, because I was getting into my hamstring.
Okay. So, I mean, all right. So I wonder if the short stirrups really was a part of that, or if you could find out how to not kind of overdo then, if that's from an adjustment we made in the last clinic, how you could keep from overdoing that correction without having to have a longer stirrup. So, if you have your stirrup, I still think it's long, but if you have it this long, at least whenever you feel like you have to make a half halt when you collect, whenever you close your hand, if you can at least be really honest with yourself in feeling which is more, like if you increase the weight in your stirrup when you stop, the longer your stirrups are, the harder that is to keep from doing, actually. I mean, if you
put less weight when I stop?
No, the longer your stirrups are, the easier it is to let your foot brace into the stirrup when you stop.
Oh, okay.
I mean, just because if your leg is already sort of in an extended shape, like if your knee is straight, it's extended. If you're already letting your leg go into an extended length, then when you add power to stop, if you add more extension to your body, then if it's already extended, it's easy to extend it more when you close your rein, when you add your half halt. And I don't want you to hunker down too much either when you half halt. I don't want you to do what you showed me, what you demonstrated that you had the tendency to do before. I don't want you to do that either. But whenever you collect him, and we'll see what happens in canter because that might be where it's really crucial. Whenever you close your rein, if you promise that you don't add weight to your stirrup and that you do bear down more than whatever it takes to close the rein, whatever it takes to bring his weight back, whatever it takes to collect him and move his center of gravity further back, then it's, you can stay where you are in the stirrups. Okay, so I don't see you shortening your underneath. You've done a good job working on that. You'll have a longer distance now then from your pubic bone to your tailbone to your back corners of your seat. If your upper body was a cardboard box, you have more length to the bottom surface of it. That's better. When you can think about your back corners and where they attach to the saddle. And as he's cantering, and he's not perfectly balanced here, as he warms up, maybe he's going to get a little more level in his balance and not quite so much where he wants to be putting his weight towards his forehand. But as he warms up, as his canter gets more balanced, or maybe as your back corners of your seat get more connected to the back of the saddle, maybe he will start to become more level in his balance. But in this canter, the downbeat, your back corners touch. On the upbeat, they don't.
Okay.
So on the upbeat, your back corners are getting taken a little bit up and off of his back, off of the saddle. And I don't want you to feel like you cram them back down because I don't want you to shorten your underneath like you did last time. But your back corners have to stay attached to the back of the saddle. They have to go back towards the cantle. Now, 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 now. That's more like it. And it's either something that you can think about really happening on the upbeat, that you have the strength to take that long underneath and keep scooting it backwards. You can think about that on the downbeat, you don't let him land he's not like crashing onto the downbeat, but he gets a little bit down in his shoulders.
Is that better?
It's better, yep. Yep, and the downbeat is where I think about that if your thigh, like the more vertical your thigh gets, the less leverage you have to keep his forehand coming up, up, up. And if it gets vertical or if his canter gets more landing and down in his shoulders, it would take your knees more down with it. Good. And were you able to tell me when the upbeat was last time?
Can I upbeat him?
Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. So when is the downbeat? When the inside front leg lands on the ground, that's the downbeat. Do you know when that is? Okay, that's the easy one. So the upbeat, the front feet are in the air, the left hind is stepping on the ground, so that's when his withers are the highest. Say it again. No, that's the downbeat still. Everybody does that. You had two of them and then you got too slow. You got the first and second one. Do it again. No, sorry. It's now, 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 and it keeps happening every stride, just like the downbeat does opposite. It's now, 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 now. Now you, yeah, good job. So that's a much better moment in the canter to really try to adhere to. And that, when I said that your back corners were getting, you're flat on the saddle like that. On the downbeat, then he was going down and your back corners were down. But then on the upbeat, it's like your back corners were getting peeled off of him like this.
Right.
And then they were coming down again on the downbeat, and then they were getting peeled up. So it's the upbeat that if you can think about sliding your seat back, the hole underneath, like further back on his top line.
Okay, yeah, last time we talked about the carousel horse thing, so I guess that's
Oh,
the same
yeah.
thing of holding me
Yeah.
still.
Yes. And that's the carousel pole still, yeah, you were going back and forth a lot. So it was kind of wavering back and forth, wasn't it?
Right.
Okay. And that's not happening that's not jumping out at me, so you've done a lot of good homework on that. And it's still a good thing for you to go for, but now it's just, I want you to take canter again and pick out the upbeat again. And just to start whenever you canter, trying to get that phase of the canter more ingrained every time you ride. But that's the part of the canter you really want to bring out. That's the part you want to develop. That's the part that you want to just stay more adhered to. And that's the part that you could really take the back corners of the box, if your upper body was a cardboard box, and you can take those back corners of the box and go back, 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 back toward the back of the saddle. So when you're ready, you tell me again.
Now.
That's down. You kind of had it, but you weren't quite, and then you slowed down even more. So it's now, 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 now. You had it, then you slowed down. Like you do two of them, and then you slow down, and then it changes to the downbeat. Try again.
Now.
Yeah, you did it again. You started 3 times, you got it up on the upbeat, and then you went down. It's now, 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 now. So it's quick. It keeps happening.
Now.
Yep, that was it. Nope. So what is it that you're trying to pick out? Can you tell me?
Well, it's cold. I thought the top was upbeat.
Yeah.
So, problem is, by the time I say now, it's already back down.
Yeah.
So I need to say now when it's coming up.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so try that. And you can also try to, if you can recognize the pattern that's happening